What up, y'all? It's Araneae Storm checking in. You know what I'm saying? Yet again for the Rising Sign series. We just moved out of Aquarius rising and we are moving into Pisces rising. For those of y'all, if it's your first time checking in with me, my name is Araneae Storm. I am a Cosmic Rootwork astrologer and I specialize in Mars activations as well as North Node and South Node consultations. So if you're interested in getting a reading from me, you can hit me up at araneastorm.wix.com/info, and you can also find me on all social media at Araneae Storm. So if this is your first time coming to my channel, or if this is your first time hearing about the rising sign and you're like, what the fuck is this? I always thought I was a sun sign this. Now I'm figuring out I'm a rising. I got these moons and I got these planets and what's going on in the atmosphere and all this shit. It's all good. Look no further. I got you. I promise. Sorry if y'all hear the barking in the background. The dogs is, in the cage right now. So they kind of going aggy right now. But other than that, your rising sign, and I've been explaining it in the last couple of videos. Astro Finesse, he's a dope ass astrologer, so y'all make sure y'all go check Astro Finesse out. One of the descriptions that he gave the rising sign was basically where you are passing by somebody's house. That's basically like the first thing you see when you're passing by somebody's house. You see the exterior. That is your rising sign. And I took it even a little bit deeper to say that your sun sign is the inside of the house. When you first come in, is the blueprint, is what you see that's on the walls, pictures on the walls. You know what I'm saying? The way it's set up with the centerpieces and all that kind of shit that's in there. And then the moon sign is, when you get to that moon sign, that's when you get to somebody's bedroom. The boom boom room. You know what I mean? So when you get to the bedroom, that's when you get into somebody's moon. Only a few people are allowed to go in and enter, the bedroom. So that's just a little scope of, what you can look at, like a visual of what, your big three or big four for my cuspers out there might be. But shit, without further ado, you know what I mean? Let's go ahead and get into this motherfucker for my Pisces fucking rising babies out there. Last but finally not least, you know what I'm saying? It's the best rising sign you could possibly be, personally. I mean, who's to say? Me. I'm a Pisces rising myself. Vedic astrology, sidereal astrology, Aquarius rising. And I definitely feel both energies heavily. But Pisces rising is just something so... Man, just something so... I can't even explain the words. They just... Because it's just so amazing. I love being a Pisces rising. When I first found out that I was a Pisces rising, I didn't really know too much. I didn't really know too much about Pisces because I didn't know a lot of Pisces. Well, I wasn't aware of Pisces energy. But when I started reading into Pisces, I was like, damn, like this shit is like some next level shit, like just period. It's amazing. It's incredible. I mean, it's all 12 signs in one. So speaking of all 12 signs in one, like I've had multiple lives here. I've been on this earth. I've stalked this earth so many times. You know what I mean? It's the omega of the alpha when you get to Aries rising. And I feel that energy. We talk about ascended masters. We talk about, being multiple lifetimes of being here, being able to live in the spiritual realm, living in the spiritual realm and being able to connect with, your ancestors directly, one-on-one, you know what I'm saying? And not to say that we don't all have this gift, but specifically Pisces, it doesn't take much for a Pisces to be able to connect. It's very easy. Especially when Pisces is grounded in self, which is where we look to Virgo. Virgo is the opposite sign of Pisces. It is, whereas Pisces is mutable, Neptune, water. Virgo is fixed, not fixed. Virgo is, can't be because it's stubborn as hell. Virgo is mutable earth energy, mercurial energy. And what the axis between Virgo and Pisces allows you to do is to take the power and energy from the spiritual realm. Even though Virgo does live in this material realm, it does know how to alchemize, you know, in the spiritual realm. It allows you to take that energy in the spiritual realm and once again alchemize that energy into this material realm. It's very powerful energy. You know what I mean? You're dealing with the 6 and you're dealing with the 12. You know, you're dealing with the mid and you're dealing with the end. You know, so you know, Pisces Virgo energy, specifically Pisces rising, is just, it's been here before. I said I've been here before. I said I've been here before. Like been very mystical, very ethereal, you know, just the mystical, mysterious kind of energy. I'm not really sure what people first think of me. You know, I get I'm beautiful a lot, but I'm not really sure what people first think of me when they meet me and when they see me. But I know a lot of people, you know, they get like this, you know, you just don't look like, you just look different. You know, you got a different look. And I've noticed with the Pisces risings, they just have a really different, we all have like a really just different look about us. I mean, yeah, y'all, we all look different, but there's just something, it's some of that, you know, that salt, motherfucker, it's so, ooh, it's just, you got that little extra topping on that motherfucker, you know what I'm saying? You know, like I said, lives in the spiritual realm, very mermaid-like. Once again, I think I was saying this in the previous videos, the earlier videos that I did for the Ascendant. It's just like, you know, I have a very long, elongated body, very slim built for the most part. I'm working on my flex, you know what I mean? Working on my flex. I'm gonna go ahead and just do this for y'all one time. If you just anybody out there just, oh, I didn't mean to do it on y'all. I just hurt y'all. I'm gonna put my shit on. I want to do y'all like that tonight. But you know, very slim built, mermaid like I have a very long legs, like I said, long torso, so it looks like I'm a fish out the water, like I just came fresh out the water, you know. Very tall stature. Did my shit go? Very tall, you know, stature. You know, just fishy look, like, definitely. And shout out to Nipsey Hussle as well. I didn't even know he was a Pisces rising. I didn't know he was a Pisces rising until after he passed away. I never knew he was a Pisces rising. I knew he was a Leo, but I didn't know that he was a Pisces rising. So it should give y'all another gist, you know what I'm saying, of what it could be. Fills the world. We fill the world on, let me take myself out of this because this is our video, but it's, yeah, you know, well, shit, we fill the world on such a depth, a deep level, because we are essentially connected to the world. So, you know, we the type of motherfuckers, like, everything that's going on right now in the world, Pisces feels. And Pisces rising, Pisces moon, Pisces sun, you know, whatever house that Pisces is in, you feel that shit hard. But especially for my big 3 Pisces, especially for my Pisces risings and my moons, you feel this energy tough. Pisces suns as well. It can be very heavy, and you have to really, one thing that I've been getting, and maybe this was just specifically for us, I mean, it's for everybody, but I think this was specifically for us, and I've just been hearing from people in this week, you got to protect your energy. Just like Scorpio and Cancer too. I mean, we all, but specifically, you got to make sure that you cleansing your space, clearing your energy, protecting yourself, taking time out for yourself. Because a lot of people like to grab on Pisces and pull on Pisces and oh Pisces, even if they're not doing it consciously. You know, a lot of people will pull on that energy that Pisces embodies, which is very godly energy. Once again, might I say it again, ascendant master energy, you know. And so you have to be very particular about who you surround yourself with and who you are around, because you will take in that energy from whatever environment, whatever people, You like a sponge, just like Pisces suns, Pisces risings, Pisces moons. You are fucking sponge. And when you even when you don't want to take in that shit, you can. Just like you can feel energy from the world, you can walk into a room and literally take all of that fucking energy within you and within yourself. So you have to be very careful about, you just have to be very careful about who you surround yourself with in your surroundings in general. It's just, especially you just being a really giving sign and having a giving nature, and that your ability, the depth and ability that you're able to feel, people will try to take advantage of that. So what you come to learn again from Virgo is not only how to alchemize your energy from the spiritual world into this material realm, but also boundaries, bitch. There's one thing earth signs know what's good, especially Capricorn and Virgo, is boundaries. You gotta have fucking boundaries. You gotta have boundaries, Pisces. And you know when it's some fuck shit missed. You know, your intuition is so fucking strong that you know when there's some shit that's not good for you. But you got a good fucking heart. You got a good fucking heart, Pisces. And I'm not saying that you're perfect, but you have a really pure heart. And people will literally try to take advantage of your shit if you allow them to. So you got to know where to step in, you got to know where to, make them checks and balances. And you got to know when to tell a motherfucker, hell nah. Learn from your 12th house. For some of y'all, learn from your 12th house of Aquarius to be able to detach. When the shit don't fit, baby. The shit don't fit. You got to learn how to remove yourself and detach from situations that don't serve you to your highest good. It's very, people's like, oh, this is sacrifice, a surrendering energy, blah, blah, blah. It's like, yeah, to a certain degree, to a certain degree, Pisces, because at the end of the day, you are still in that vessel. And whatever vessel that you are in, you have to make sure that the vessel, the temple, is protected. Period. And I need y'all to know that. What's it called? Let me see. Tries to see a good of people. You would think I'd just be I just want to make sure that when I am saying this shit, we have it all. Like I said, very strong intuitive gifts. I'm talking about myself. One thing that I can definitely say is very dreamy energy. Very much so Pisces energy is able to kind of mesh, kind of like chameleon-like energy. It's able to mesh into its environment. So sometimes you'll notice that a Pisces rising will be able to pick up on like different slang, different lingo, different accents, different, especially if it's been around people. But honestly, sometimes I hear that and I'm like, yeah, Pisces definitely can do that. But sometimes I feel like we channel other things, like other beings sometimes. So we'll be like talking about one thing and then, something will just come in and then we'll just start talking in a completely different language. Completely different shit. You know what I'm saying? One thing about Pisces as well is because Pisces is the sum of all signs, it, is manifestation of all 12 zodiac signs in one. It's easy for Pisces to kind of, we're like, who are we? Like, who are we really? Because when we talk about the mask, Pisces is the mirror. Like Libra rising, Pisces is the mirror energy of this shit. So it's kind of like, when you are meeting a Pisces rising, you're meeting a Pisces rising, but then they're also, especially as you get to know Pisces, your energy, we are mirroring yourself back to you. you know. So, you know, sometimes you'll hear, I mean, it's few and far in between. Of course, you know, Pisces gets the crybaby slander, too emotional slander. But one thing I can definitely say about Pisces is they know how to experience their emotions. They're very emotionally intelligent. So if you cannot stand that Pisces is sensitive, if you're upset or feeling some type of way because Pisces is emotional, it's probably because you don't really know how to deal with your own emotions. You feel what I'm saying? Like you don't know how to understand and be open and be vulnerable and be able to really feel into your emotions. And on top of that, on top of all of this shit, Pisces is not only feeling their own emotions, they are probably feeling yours. And they're probably feeling the emotions that you do not express. So sometimes you can be around Pisces and nothing, literally, what's that? That means nobody, literally nobody, Pisces, is literally crying or angry or irritated or agitated and nothing is going on. Why? Is because, and that's not always Pisces or what Pisces is going through, is because we're literally tapping into your shit, G. Oh, because we get very deep. Y'all think that Pisces, like, motherfuckers be walking out here blind to the world. I get it. It's the veil. It's the fog. Whatever. I get it. But Pisces plays this shit cool. I'm not trying to bust y'all out. I'm so sorry. I have to do this. I'm an astrologer. What y'all want me to do? Okay? Like, I got to. Like, come on, y'all. Like, what you thought? You know, Pisces plays... I don't even want to say plays dumb, because that's not even our style. We can seem very aloof, very airy, very like, just, but we pays attention. You know what I'm saying? We definitely pays attention. And it might not look like it, but we do. And even if it's not like listening or, you know, trying to hear, we feel. We know, we understand the energy, you know? So don't get the game fucked up. You know what I mean? Pisces is a very powerful sign, probably one of the most powerful signs in the zodiac, because it encompasses all 12 zodiac signs. Okay? And I know one might say, well, I have all these planets and things in my chart. We'll try having all of those things mixed up in one sign. Okay, thank you. Anybody? Okay, that's what I thought. I'm just saying, you know what I mean? It's it's a different kind of energy, you know what I mean? And I like to call Pisceans acquired taste. You know, it's very much so an acquired taste. It's not for everybody. And it's not supposed to be. You're not supposed to be for everybody, boo. You know what I mean? To know me is to love me. To know me is to love me. You either love me or you love me. You know what I mean? There's no in between when it comes to the Piscean in me. You know what I'm saying? It also rules the feet. You know, and it's the gateway. The feet are the gateway to the soul. So you might hear a lot of Pisces like, man, I want a massage, or I want my feet rubbed, because it's sensory. It opens. You want to get to a Pisces rising, Pisces moon, rub their fucking feet. Pisces Mars, start rubbing on their feet, G. I'm not saying put them in your mouth, all right? I know you went there. I know you went there, G. I know you went there. But no. Rub on their feet. You know, rub it down real nice. I'm telling you, you'll open up some other shit. It's like a portal into motherfucking Piscean soul. And I think that's really all I have. I love being a Pisces rising. It's just such a beautiful, you know, mystical, godly, ethereal, eccentric sign. And You know, it's not something that you can really put in a box and package up and be like, all right, here. No, it's mutable water, bitch. You cannot contain mutable water. You can't contain mutable water. So, yeah, yo, that was my, you know, debriefing of one of the best signs, rising signs, you know what I mean, with the Big 12. Not trying to be biased, but I mean. And like I said, you can find me at Araneae Storm on all social media as well. araneaestorm.wix.com/info if you would like to know more information. And yeah, y'all, we gonna jump into that moon sign series in October. I hope y'all ready, cause I'm gonna get real deep on that motherfucker. All right, so I'm gonna see y'all soon. And ooh, is there anything else? Oh, Saturn Aquarius update videos definitely coming soon. I'm gonna actually be recording that, if not tonight, then tomorrow. So you'll definitely have that on deck. Wait, I'm sorry. As I'm recording this, it's already gonna be out. So just cut all that out, because I'm dropping this next week. So it's already gonna be out. So make sure you check the Saturn Aquarius video for my Saturn Aquarius babies, because it will be moving back into Aquarius in the middle of December. Mid in December. Yeah. So yeah, y'all, I'll see y'all soon. And thank y'all. Thank you everybody who's coming through, coming back, who's supporting. Appreciate you. Okay, I'm about to go. Right.